Kellogg's Pep, the super delicious cereal, presents The Adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Yes, it's Superman, in whom Lois Lane might well have confided before accepting an invitation to visit Playland. We'll join him as Clark Kent in a moment. But right now, it looks as if Dan McCullough's pal Eddie is kind of upset about something.
But, Eddie, you'll have plenty more chances to collect insignia and warplane buttons from packages of Kellogg's Pep. You've only lost a few. Cheer up.
It's easy for you to say cheer up, Danny, because, well, you've got almost your whole second set. But I have to start again, almost from scratch.
Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do, Eddie. I happen to have a few extras. You know, duplicates I've been saving. Let's see, here's the 471st Bombardment Squadron. You know, the button with a fierce-looking black bear getting ready to throw a red and white bomb?
Well, yeah, Dan, that's one I lost.
Well, okay, you're all set now.
And another of my favorites that I want to get is that Marine Bombing Squad 33 button with the blood-red two-tailed dragon. You know, the one shooting a machine gun with his left hand and throwing a bomb with his right.
Why, I've got that one for you, too, Eddie.
Gee, Dan, I feel better already.
But that's not all. Let's look at another one here.
Say, that's the insignia of the famous 29th. I lost that one, too. Can you spare it, Dan?
Sure can, Eddie. For you anytime.
Well, you're sure my pal, Dan. With the war over, I want those Kellogg's Pep buttons for souvenirs. All the gang does.
Why, you bet they do. More and more kids everywhere are collecting that smart-looking second set of four-colored Kellogg's Pep insignia and warplane buttons. You see, they want them for mementos of the war. And those snazzy buttons have just what it takes to catch the eye of anyone you pass when you're wearing them on your cap, sweater, or jacket. But remember, gang, you can't buy these buttons anywhere. No, sir, they come only in packages of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep. So how about asking Mom to get you plenty of Kellogg's Pep? Then you open the package and see your prize, an Army, Navy, or Marine Air Squadron insignia or warplane button. You'll find a button in every package. It's a prize especially for you from P.E.P. Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek.
And now, The Adventures of Superman. A gang of criminals endangered because one of their members, a girl named Dixie Lamar, had shot a federal agent, is hiding out at Playland, an amusement park in Metropolis. Discovering from a newspaper photograph that Lois Lane is almost a perfect double for Dixie Lamar, Dr. Bly, the cunning leader of the gang, conceived a scheme of having Lois pay for Dixie's crime. Posing as Mr. Hemingway, a press agent, Dr. Bly phoned Lois and invited her to appear at Playland that night as a guest of honor. Flattered, Lois accepted and asked Jimmy Olsen and young Dick Grayson, who is really Robin, Batman's companion, to accompany her. But wishing Clark Kent to be surprised when he read of the honor accorded her, Lois told him nothing. Just made several mysterious remarks to him as she left. As we continue now, in the Daily Planet City room, Kent is questioning Beanie Martin, the copy boy. Listen.
Beanie, did anything unusual occur around here while Mr. White and Jim and I were in Maine?
Unusual?
Yes.
Well, let's see, Mr. Kent. Well, the Dodgers lost a couple of more ball games, but I guess that ain't very unusual.
No, I guess not. Anyway, I mean in the office, Beanie. Did anything, out of the ordinary happen? Something to do with Miss Lane?
Nothing that I know about. Why?
Well, I don't know. Miss Lane made a funny remark a few minutes ago. Something about the fact that I was going to find out that I'm not nearly as good a reporter as I think I am.
She did?
Uh-huh.
Well, say, maybe she got a tip on some big story and she's going to scoop you on it.
I was thinking of that, but she said something had happened while the Chief and Jim and I were in Maine, and that I was going to be very much surprised when I found out about it.
I think she was just trying to get your goat, Mr. Kent, like she's always doing.
Well, maybe.
Sure. Like when she left just now, I heard her kidding you, saying she'd see you in jail.
Yes, that was odd, too. I never heard her use that expression before.
Well, she was kidding, see? Like when somebody says, I'll be suing you, or don't take any wooden nickel.
Could be, but I've got to see the Chief now. Thanks very much, Beanie. You're probably right. Thank you very much.
Relieved, but still faintly puzzled, Clark Kent proceeds to Perry White's office. Meanwhile, at the wheel of her roadster, with Jimmy Olsen and young Dick Grayson beside her, Lois Lane is driving along River Road toward Playland, whose tall spires and multitude of lights glitter gaily in the night sky.
Look, Miss Lane. Look, Dick. You can see Playland now.
Uh-huh. Looks gay, doesn't it, Jim?
Uh-huh. I like bright lights.
Just a city boy at heart.
Oh, I like the country, too, but bright lights always do something to me. Hey, look, Dick. There are the towers of the giant coaster. Boy, is that a wicked ride.
Yeah. Well, Dick doesn't seem very interested.
He just keeps looking back down the road. Hey, wake up, dummy. Playland's ahead of us, not behind.
I know, but he's still following us.
Huh?
What did you say, Dick?
The little skinny fellow with the big ears. He's still following us.
Following us?
Oh, what little skinny fellow? Where?
In that sedan right behind us. He's been following us ever since we left the restaurant.
He has?
Are you sure, Dick?
Yes. I didn't mention it before, Miss Lane, because I wanted to make sure he was following us. I noticed him in the restaurant when we were having dinner. He kept watching us. As soon as we got up, he did, too.
Oh, but that doesn't mean that
His car was parked across the street from the restaurant. As soon as we started, he made a U-turn. He's been trailing us ever since. Holy mackerel, what's he trailing us for? I don't know. There, see? He took the same turn we did. Yeah, he did.
Now, look, has it occurred to either of you that the gentleman might be going to Playland, too? Thousands of people go there, you know.
Well, sure, but Dick says he was in the same restaurant
Well,
with
the
us.
Blue Heron is a very popular restaurant. You may not have noticed, but there were quite a few other people eating there.
He's following us, Katie. I know. Batman and I have been following plenty of times. Batman and you? I've read so much about Batman and Robin, I can just about tell what it feels like to be trailed.
Now, Dick, after all.
Listen to him. You better watch out, Dick. You read so much about Batman and Robin, first thing you know, you'll start to think you're Robin. That would be funny, wouldn't it? You can say that again, brother. Oh, Dick's villain wants to pass us, Miss Lane.
I hear him. Well, what do you say now, Dick? It looks like he's going to stop trailing.
Look out, Miss Lane. He's cutting in. Look out!
lady.
Okay, he's gone. Man, was that a close one?
I'll say it was. He tried to force us into a ditch. Oh, nonsense, Dick. He was forced to cut in by that other car coming around the curve at the same time. It was way out in the middle of the road.
Well, I suppose I could be wrong.
Of course you were. Now you just forget it. Here's Playland. We're going to have fun and a big surprise.
Oh, yeah, you said something about a surprise before. What is it?
You'll find out soon enough, Jim. And I want you to remember everything that happened so that you can tell Claus tomorrow.
Tell him what?
Just be patient. It won't be long now. Oh, look, this is a break. Somebody left us a parking spot right by the entrance gate.
Oh, there's a break. Oh, boy, listen to all the music and stuff. Let's find a shooting gallery. Then I want to take a ride on the giant roller coaster.
You can do all that after the surprise. Come on, Jim. Come on, Jim.
Jim, look. Huh? What? Hey, Bruce. Mr. Big Ears. He's talking to the old guy with white hair and dark glasses. Are you still worrying about him? Now, listen, Lee. They're both looking knocked out. There goes Big Ears into the park in a hurry. I tell you, that fellow is up to something. I tell you, you're nuts. Let go my sleeve. I want to find out about this surprise Miss Lane promised. You and your surprises. Hey, look. The old guy is stopping Miss Lane. Well, so what? He probably knows her. Honest, Dick, you're acting positively goofy tonight.
Well, I'm very happy to know you, Mr. Hemingway. Oh, Jim. Dick, this is Mr. Hemingway, Jim Olsen, and Dick Grayson.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Mr. Hemingway.
Glad to know you.
Very happy to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. Now, if you'll all just come this way.
Mr. Hemingway is the press agent for Playland, boys. He's in charge of the little surprise we have for you.
Oh, he is? Well, what is the surprise, Mr. Hemingway?
Don't tell him. I want him to see for himself.
Oh, I have no intention of telling him, Miss Lane. When everything is ready, he'll find out for himself.
I don't like this Hemingway thing. Why not? Snap out of it, Dick. Talk about your sad sacks. You take the cake tonight.
Where does the, take place, Mr. Hemingway?
Near the bandstand, half an hour. Meanwhile, I've arranged for you and your young friends, too, of course, to enjoy a few bar rides with our guests.
Oh, that sounds good to me.
Yes, it would be fun.
How about the giant roller coaster, Mr. Hemingway?
Oh, that's a little too wild for my taste.
Oh, well, look, you go on something else, Miss Lane.
The roller coaster entrance is quite a distance away. There would hardly be time for that before the big surprise.
Oh, gee.
But you can take that in later. Meanwhile, there are some very interesting rides close by.
River of Horrors? Mercy, what's that?
Hey, that's the ride Beanie Martin told me about. He says it's swell. A boat goes through a long, dark tunnel, and skeletons jump out of the dock after it.
Skeletons?
Oh, phony ones, of course. Come on, let's go on.
I was going to recommend this ride.
Sounds okay to me.
Oh, I don't know.
Don't be a sissy, Miss Lane. Nothing can happen to you. Can it, Mr. Hemingway?
Of course not. I'm sure you'll find this ride a most unique experience.
I'm not afraid. I just don't want to wrinkle my toes before I'm presented.
Oh, all right. Since the boys want this ride, I'll go.
Oh, now you're talking. Come on, Dick.
All right, this way. There's a boat ready. I'll see that you three have it for yourself.
Hot dog. This is going to be fun.
You said it. I hope so.
All right, step into the boat. One in each seat, please. Get to the house.
Okay. Come on, Miss Lane. I'll help you. You sit in the middle seat, Miss Lane.
Now, don't worry about anything. There's a slow current that will take the boat through the channels and back here. Here, I'll give you a start. There you are. I'll be waiting for you, Miss Lane.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Hemingway.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Hemingway. So long.
So long. So long and a happy voyage. Yes, a happy voyage. I'll be waiting for you, Miss Lane. Oh, yes, indeed. I'll be waiting.
Quickly, as the boat vanishes into the dark tunnel, Dr. Bly, who has been masquerading as a white-haired press agent, hurries behind the high artificial rocks which enclose the River of Horrors.
We'll return in a moment for the startling climax of today's episode. But first, here is your announcer.
Say, this has been a busy day, Pep Gang, what with Eddie losing his Kellogg's Pep buttons and everything. But there's one thing I want to let you in on before we go back to the exciting adventures of Superman. You know, I've been getting letters from kids all over the country who are so pleased with the new second series of Army, Navy, and Marine Air Squadron insignia and warplane buttons from packages of Kellogg's Pep. Like that dramatic-looking Army 44th Fighter Squadron insignia, for instance, with a fancy grinning devil's head and the outstretched red and black wings. Boy, is that a humdinger. Yes, gang, this is a swell series of buttons you'll be proud to have. But now, you can't buy them anywhere. Nope, they come only in packages of Kellogg's Pep, that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal. Ask Mom to get a new supply of Kellogg's Pep tomorrow. Then open the package and look for your prize, an exciting Air Squadron insignia or warplane button. You'll find a button in every package. It's a prize, especially for you, from P.E.P. Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek.
And now, back to the adventures of Superman.
At Playland Amusement Park near Metropolis, a smooth-cultured gang leader named Dr. Bly, disguised as a white-haired press agent, lured Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, and Dick Grayson into taking a ride on the River of Horrors. Our three friends, sitting one behind the other in a small boat, have drifted into a long, dark tunnel.
This is where Beanie said the skeletons jump out at you. Now, don't get scared, Miss Lane.
Scared? Don't be silly, Dick. Eek! What's that?
One of the skeletons.
Oh, golly.
It's covered with luminous paint. I thought you weren't scared.
Well, I wasn't. It just seemed so close.
The next one won't scare you so much, Miss Lane.
I tell you, I wasn't scared, Dick.
Oh, no? You should have heard yourself yip, huh, Dick? She thought I was going to grab her.
I did not. Eek! No! Let me go! Oh, let me go!
Dick, the skeleton grabbed Miss Lane.
Yes. Help! Miss Lane!
Stop it!
Miss Lane!
Stop the boat! Miss Lane!
Shouting frantically, Jimmy Olsen and Dick Grayson are carried away from the spot where Lois Lane suddenly disappeared, snatched out of the boat by skeleton hands. Where is Lois? And what will happen to her?
There's more mystery and excitement ahead for you in tomorrow's episode, fellows and girls. So don't miss it. Tune in, same time, same station, and listen to The Adventures of Superman. Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Fellows and girls, be sure to follow the adventures of Superman. Brought to you every day, Monday through Friday. Same time, same station, by the makers of that super delicious cereal, Kellogg's Pep. And for other thrilling adventures of Superman, see your local newspaper. Superman is also a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC publications. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. Well, Lois is just walking right into this one. There ought to have been a special parking space for her. Arrow pointing it to it. Victims of puerile ruse, park here. And of course we get to see Dick Grayson with the typical wink about secret identity. And that means we're going to get to see Batman, which is a huge bonus. This is one of those things I've been waiting for as we've gone through 3.5 years now of varying quality of programs. These shows where we're going to get to have Batman and we're going to have some more sci-fi stuff. Have been things I've looked forward to. This will be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm eagerly awaiting part 3, and I know you are too, so we'll see you back here on Sunday. In the meanwhile, send your comments to adam@adamsweb.us. Remember to cast your vote for the show on Podcast Alley. But from Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.